What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to an absolutely gorgeous, sunny, and beautiful day in Pennsylvania, where I see the blossom is taking full effect. It is a phenomenal time of the year, but kind of a weird time in the world as well. As you guys know, this whole coronavirus thing is really kind of affecting the entire world. I'm not gonna let that negativity come here and drown us out on the vlog, but I did want to take it as just a quick little glimpse into, I have no idea what the future holds. I don't know what kind of sanctions or whatever the government is going to impose on us. And basically, I'm mentioning all this because I ultimately don't know how it's going to impact the content. If they decide to basically say that you can't leave your house, I don't really know how I'm supposed to film. How you doing, officer? So we're just gonna kind of continue to do as we can within our means and what we're able to do, if any of that makes sense. But again, sorry to bring that up on the negativity side. Just wash your hands and kind of keep that social distance. Just remember that. I guess we can all play a part in this. That's at least what we're being told, and I feel like I need to be kind of my own individual contributor. Now, let's talk about what we're gonna be doing in today's video. Number one is we gotta go grab the Denali, because I've been cruising around in that Z06 all weekend. It looks pretty good here in the driveway. I'm not gonna lie, right here next to the SRT. And I'll tell you what, it fits into my garage exceptionally well. Trust me, I would know because I tried it a few times. So we have to get this returned to its owner. We've got to get my Denali back. We've got to then take my Denali over to get an adjustment on its alignment. And then later in this video, we're gonna be going back to Diesel Works to continue the build series on 8-Ball. The last update on 8-Ball was we were sending the head out to D&J in Ohio so they can go ahead and do their entire fire ringing and building process of the valve train. Well, fortunately, that head is now back, and well, it needs to go back to its home. So throughout the next few days, hopefully we can get that truck reassembled with its new compound turbo setup from Whirly Fab, its fuel from Exergy, and all the other goodies that are gonna be going up under the hood. And then hopefully later in the week, as long as we're not subject to these changes that I just talked about a little bit earlier, we're gonna be then going out to Ohio to Firepunk Diesel, where they're gonna be basically tuning and building the transmission. We got a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully everything works out. First things first, sanitizer. Sorry guys, not for sale right now. This is the only amount we got left. We gotta use it sparingly. We got a few things to do. Hand sanitizer, and we've got one of my old cameras that we're actually gonna be sending out today too. Jake, what do you think when I pulled up in a Z06 earlier?
Well, I said to your wife, I said, wow, if only Jack was here right now to see that Corvette. And you rolled the window down and it was you, so I was excited.
Well, the fun's gotta end now because we're going back to the Denali. But first, a few rips.
What is traction?
Man, that feels good, man. I miss that. The nostalgia is real right now. Feeling it through the veins. It's mint. Dude, check out this Mini. That thing is sick. Is he driving on the right side right now?
Yeah, he is.
Right-hand drive. That is awesome. An LS7, baby, it never gets old. Tell you what, guys, the C6Z06 is the sickest platform ever. Driving one of these things is an experience in and of itself. It almost kind of feels like it wants to kill you at any opportunity that it can. But I'll tell you what, doing the Grind Hard coffee pickup in this morning to get all those bags out to you guys that have ordered them was absolutely awesome. Surprisingly, I fit a lot of coffee in this thing, and now on the inside, it smells delicious. If you guys haven't checked out Grind Hard Coffee yet, definitely do so. All the information down in the description below. We just did our first Grind Hard giveaway. Our next one is at 10,000 followers. So if you guys get us to 10K, we're gonna do a really sick giveaway that doesn't only include coffee, but a few other things that giveaway is going to introduce as a first. Now guys, what do you think of the 2020 on its stock wheels? I don't think it's all that bad. I mean, honestly, if we look at it with the color matching and everything that we've done thus far, I actually think it looks kind of good. Also guys, by the way, Dream Diesel giveaway number 9 is still live. So if you haven't gotten your entries yet, you're running out of time. As of this video going live, there is about a week left in that campaign. So if you guys haven't gotten your entries for that truck plus $10,000 cash, go ahead and do so. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, you might be taking that thing home very shortly. Let me clear my throat. Now guys, I don't know if you can see behind me right now, but right back there are my DOT numbers. We finally got all that paperwork completely filled out. Oh crap. Hold on, I don't want to get yelled at. I always forget to put my seatbelt on when I'm recording because I'm always distracted by recording, but guys, I got you. So I've got my DOT numbers and we've got everything squared away from a paperwork perspective, and part of the reason that we threw the stock wheels on this truck, if you missed that upload, is because, like I said, we're planning on going out to Firepunk later this week. As long as everything goes as planned and we're not required to not go, Thanks, bro. Can I sanitize with one hand?
You're gonna make it work, aren't you?
Dude, we're gonna rip through that hand sanitizer. We can't even tell anybody we have that. I feel like that's like illegal right now. That's so highly undesirable. But the idea is that way we have stock. Oh, but the reason that we put them on is because we wanted to have a spare tire for that trip out because it's like 7 hours long. And well, it's always nice to have a backup just in case. Knock on wood. Yo, what's your plan on if they mandate us to stay inside, bro?
Well, you see, I'm gonna take a tent. I'm gonna go out into the woods. I'm gonna take a bow and an arrow, and I'm gonna survive like a caveman.
You're really gonna get in touch with your natives.
Absolutely. No one will be out there, so I can't get the virus, so sounds like a win-win.
Hey, dude, some people take it to extreme levels.
That's not extreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to E-Town Auto Works, where we're basically just gonna have them do a quick once over on the front end of the Denali. When we had the 24x14s on it, getting the alignment after we put the McGoy's upper control arms on, it seemed like it was throwing their machines off a little bit. So now that we've got the stock wheels on, I'm just gonna have them do a quick double check to ensure that everything is good, so that way we're not getting any additional wear on top of the wear that we already can't avoid. You know, although it's on its stock wheels, I wouldn't say it looks all that bad. All right, guys, we are all in check. Everything's squared away, straightened out, and good to go. Now we're headed on over to Diesel Works. Do I see it outside or is it inside? Only time will tell. We got to get past this other row. It was right there, so it must be inside. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, welcome back to the shop over here at Diesel Works. You know what? I always love being here because we know things are gonna get done. And welcome back, April, to the vlog. It has been a minute since we've had this truck present with all of you, and I've honestly missed it. So real quick, let's do a small recap. So if you guys can't recall, we found a slew of different things wrong with this truck when we brought it in here, but fortunately we are moving past that. So just to recap for you guys real quick, we found weird cut up lines, a cross member that was cut, we found the turbo that was shredded, but that's all good because the point of this project is to go through this thing to make it something that's 1,000 wheel horsepower. So, as a small takeaway from the end of our last video on this truck, we were actually getting our Mishimoto front mount intercooler installed. And as you guys can see, we have it in here now and it looks so sick. It goes from the top here all the way down to the bottom. It is absolutely colossal and it weighs a lot, but it's gonna provide the cooling and it's gonna be more robust for all that boost that we're gonna be passing through it. So we actually took the condensing unit and we put it back here behind the front mount intercooler. Now you can barely even see it back there, but you can see some of the lines that run right across here. Now what's cool about that is it was custom fabbed to basically show this whole front mount intercooler from the front, so that way when the grill is closed, all you see is this nice big silver piece of metal rather than that condensing unit that would mount to these kind of brackets right here. Something awesome that Diesel Works and Tyler was able to accomplish. So as you guys can see, we still have basically a torn down motor, and that's where we're gonna be picking up today as we put this thing all back together. I cannot wait to get this process started. So guys, I actually think the head's over here. Let's go check this thing out. So here's our fresh head from D&J. Finally, it is back, and man, it looks so clean. This thing has basically been overhauled from top to bottom. You guys can see we have also got a fire ring on this thing. Now, I'm not gonna completely explain all of the intricacies of fire ringing, but it was basically a recommendation that Levon made from Fire Punk, which will basically just create more of a robust platform for the boost that we're gonna be running and the temperatures that we'll be running through this head. Right now, it's strapped down to its skid, so we are gonna have to get the engine hoist, which is all the way over there, over here in a minute. But as you can see, Tyler's hard at work, basically prepping the motor bay to get this thing ready to rock and roll. I believe he still has to pull out the stock manifold and the stock turbo that's eating the pieces, and then we'll basically be ready to, I guess, put it back together. Just kidding, he has it out already. Dude, this guy's quick. You gotta keep an eye on. And if you guys can't recall, oh yes, that one was definitely no good. Now guys, we also have the new bed mounted up on the truck. Here's a small little recap of that. Once Tyler has this whole engine bay prepped and ready to rock and roll, we are gonna get the head installed, which is gonna have to come over from over there. And then we're gonna tap into all of the goodies that have been waiting ever so patiently right here. This is the gold mine, boys and girls.
Oh my God.
Just see it in there, balls.
Nothing. Very small snail.
Alright guys, so let's talk quickly about the head. You can see that they obviously got it nice and painted. We have all of our exhaust ports ported and polished. Everything looks absolutely phenomenal inside. Probably hard to see a little bit because of the lighting right now, but if we light that up, it looks really nice and smooth. We do have brand new top hats on our valve springs, new valve springs, and then up underneath you can see we have our fire rings. And those are these little circles that are ever so precisely machined into the actual bottom of the head. And what'll happen is you actually take your fire rings, which are these little metal rings, and you basically seat them right up onto the actual head itself, just like so. So this will actually act as the connection point between the head and then the actual cylinder, whereas the head gasket has been actually machined out to clear the fire ring very, very precisely. So the gasket will actually not be what's separating the piston chamber from the actual head. It'll actually be this ring that will go right around the head like so, and in turn that's supposed to create more of a robust cylinder kind of combustion chamber, and in turn you can run more boost. That was an absolutely terrible way of breaking down what firing is, but hopefully you guys followed along.
How dare you do the dirty way?
How's that? Am I blocking too much of the truck?
It's working.
How dare you do the dirty way?
All right, guys, and we are back at the house now. There was a lot that went on in this video, and unfortunately, there's still a lot that we have to get done. We ended up having to head out, but Tyler and Sean from Diesel Works were working on basically getting the head gasket installed on the top of the head and then putting the head on. So we might have actually missed the installation of the head on the motor, but that's okay because that's kind of something that just takes a lot of time and there's not all that much that we can cover there. Then what's next is they have to go in and basically reassemble the entire head. Then they can seal that up and then we can put the 12mm pump from Exergy and the 250 over injector. So there will be updates to come, but again, guys, we're kind of going day by day in the vlog right now because everything was kind of like one condition, and then we got an email from our governor saying that any non-essential businesses can no longer operate. So I don't know, guys. I'm with all of you on this one. It's kind of crazy, but I feel like it's all gonna pass. I'm hopeful that it's all gonna pass, and all I can ask is just stay safe and make good decisions. I wouldn't want to see anybody running into any issues that could potentially impose concerns for their health, because I love all you guys. So that's where I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you guys haven't grabbed some entries for Dream Diesel giveaway number 9, Denali HD, $10,000 cash, you potentially behind the wheel. I know what y'all are waiting for. You missed 100% of those shots you guys don't take. My likely to love you guys do your best. Tap that subscribe button on your way out, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.
Tell me, why do I still feel so alone?